to your game, as well as programming for our store power-ups. So let's begin. Begin by opening up your log image. Here we're going to add a new animation, and we're going to rename this as Smashed. So if your player chooses to purchase a helmet, they encounter a log, and they have that helmet, they will be able to break through. Their gameplay will not end. Right-click. We're going to import from files the log images. So now where are those? Broken log. So one at a time, you will import these files. Delete our first frame. With the animation selected, we're going to change the speed to 9 and ensure this origin. Right-click, quick assign to the bottom. When this is complete, you can exit out of your edit screen, and we're going to navigate to our ES Game Coding. Go to your collision group. We're going to navigate to this section here. On this section, we're going to add a sub-event. We're going to have for the system test for the variable land is equal to 0. So what this represents, they've collided with these obstacles and do not have the power-up purchased. Holding shift, select these 3 actions and drag them down. So if they collide with any of these obstacles and do not have a power-up, the game will end. Let's continue. Now, going to the log section, we're going to program for a very similar thing. Right-click, add our sub-event. We're going to have the system check for the variable value of smash. So again, if it runs into the log and it does not have a smash power-up, select, holding shift, these 3 obstacles, and drag their actions down to here. Now, what if they do have the power-up? So let's go to our system, right-click, and add an else event. Well, if they collide with these and they do have the power-up of land, we're going to first have our computer subtract from land the value of 1. So once they use their power-up, that power-up should go away. We're then going to set the text for that amount. So searching land amount, we want for our user to understand they no longer have that power-up. So go to set text, and we're going to use the land global variable. So we went from 1 to 0, and we're going to show our user that that is now gone. Repeat this process down here. Again, add an else event, have our system set the global variable value of smash to 0, and have it set the smash amount text. So set text to smash. So our user will now know they've used their power-up. It'll go to 0, and that 0 will now be displayed to our user. Next, we're going to add one more action. So if it collides with the log and it had a power-up, we want for our computer to initiate the animation for the log of smash. So it's going to play this animation, subtract from our power-up and display to the user that that power-up has been used. Next, let's go to our game. We are going to add a new object, and this is going to be a local storage. This will allow us to keep track of the user's power-ups, use of power-ups, and their ability to use them as they continue playing our game. With that added, go to your ES Start. First, on the start of layout, we want for this thing to be checked. So we're going to add to this the local storage, search for check, and what we want to check for is, in quotes, the word salmon coins. Next, add a new event using the local storage. Here we're going to have our local storage type EX on item exist. And for this, we're going to, in quotes, use salmon coins. So the computer is going to look as it goes through the start screen. If in our storage, salmon coins is present, we want for our computer to initiate the local storage, type the word get item, and in quotes, use salmon coin. So if it exists, we want for our computer to pull this data forward at the beginning of the game. Selecting and holding Control, copy this 2 times. For the second, we are going to change salmon coins to the word, in quotes, salmon smash. And for this, we will update and change this to say salmon land. So here it checks to see, do we have stored coins and stored power-ups once we start our game.